So I know there's a test next period on Tempest, and I haven't read the book at all. Can you give me a crash course on it?
What are you giving me?
I have a bag of chips.
Fine. Alright, so there's this giant ship with a bunch of nobles, such as the king and the Duke of Glams on it. And the ship then crashes on a deserted island, and the passengers are then stranded on the island.
Okay, so where'd they crash?
I don't know, on an island.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Anyway, the island that they crash on already has two people, a dad and his daughter named Prospero and Miranda, that are already there with a spirit and a monster that work for Prospero. One night there's a ship sailing towards the island containing many noblemen, including the King of Naples and the Duke of Milan, that happens to be the brother of Prospero, and made the father and daughter, Prospero and Miranda, go to the island 12 years ago. Prospero causes a storm, which makes the people in the ship have to go on the island.
Okay, so Prospero mad at his brother for what he did?
Yeah, I mean, he cast him out.
Okay, so... Alright.
Yeah, the ship members are split up in the island with the Prince of Naples and the noblemen in one area, and a jester and a butler in all different groups, all over the island. The Prince of Naples comes across Prospero Miranda. He says something like, "Hey, you look cute," to Miranda, and then she goes, "Thank you too, I guess," and they fall in love. Prospero pretended to not like this, although secretly he did. And in order to test Fernando, he says something like, "Oh, you're not a real prince, idiot." And the princess was all like, "Hey, actually I am, man. I will destroy you, old man." And he pulls out his sword, and then Prospero goes, "Hey, calm down, dude. Just follow me to your new home." Then Prospero leads the prince to a prison. Anyway, the spirit Ariel is sent by Prospero to mess with the noblemen. Ariel first prevents Antonio and Sebastian from murdering the king, who is their brother. In a separate scene, though, he lures them all to a banquet full of food, and then when the men go to the banquet, it disappears. And Ariel shows up in the form of a harpy.
A harpy?
Yeah. Shut up, alright? And Ariel scolds them for what they did to Prospero, yelling, "You are the men of sin, whom destiny that hath instrument this lower world, and that it is in the never surfeited sea hath caused to bletch up you."
You know you don't have to quote it word for word, right?
I do whatever I want, alright? The noblemen are then led to Prospero, where they beg for forgiveness for what they have done. Prospero tells them all about his life and shows them that Ferdinand was still alive and that Ferdinand was going to actually be married to Miranda. After this event, they all go back to Naples, and Prospero tells Ariel, "You gotta make the water clears on the back way so that we can be free." It ends happily ever after.
So it just ends there.
No, because then Prospero's are like, okay, this is the end of the story, but it's like a metaphor for Shakespeare's ending his career, and it takes a full scene.
Alright, I think I'm ready for the quiz now. Thanks, Jack.
Right.